Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. This is part 7 of my journey to monetization. It has been an interesting one, that's for sure. I've learned so much in the last 6 weeks. So because even though this is part 7, it's sort of the first video was the first day of week 1. So that's how we're moving along here. So I got a whole bunch of things to talk about today, things I've learned, thoughts that I've had along the way, and then also my stats. I'll let you know where I'm at towards the end of this video. Hang tight, and then I do have a little surprise for you at the end, and I'm going to not forget to say that. I'm not going to forget to tell you about the surprise. So I know a lot of people who are my age or in my age range. I'm a Gen Xer, I'm in my 50s. And we're sort of, I've always said that YouTube is Gen Xer playground these days. Like this, everyone I'm looking at, I'm like, finally, like this is where people my age are. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I'm on Instagram fighting for my life and not realizing that my people are all on YouTube. So there we have it. But I know that Silver and Solo is somebody that a lot of people talk about, a lot of people in my age range talk about, because she got monetized in 10 weeks. And she does have also a set of videos, the same, we're all, vlogging our journey to monetization. So she's got her own videos on that. I think it's also super important to remember that as we're sort of following along with her, and also on our own monetization journeys, she talks about vidIQ. Now, I have a vidIQ account. It's not a paid account, so I'm sort of limited. I believe that she had a paid account, and that's what really put her over the top. That's what really boosted her and got her on in 10 weeks monetized. And it didn't happen, like, it was not a gradual thing. It was like literally like she grew slowly and then boom, one day shot up. And so I'm actually thinking of getting the paid account for vidIQ and just literally doing what they say just to see what happens and see if that helps, because it's a really interesting website. It kind of gives you everything that you need. It optimizes everything, like, so you can ask it for keywords, you can ask it to help you with your titles, everything like that, to get you the most amount of views. And obviously the more views you have, the more watch time you have. We know how it works. So it's important to remember that she had a paid account. And the reason I keep bouncing up and down, I'm a little tiny pixie and furniture is hard for me. So I'm literally falling off the furniture because I can't reach the floor with my feet. I am the size of a toddler. And so I'm just, if you see me bouncing, it's because I'm falling off the seat because I'm struggling to stay on it. I have to find, I might get like a bar stool or something that I can sit on that is like maybe cut to my height so that I can reach the floor and not be falling off the chair and sliding off the chair. Listen, life is hard when you're a tiny pixie. But you know what? I know some tall people and they tell me life isn't so easy being tall either, because it's hard to find clothes that are the right length and this and that. So I always tell, my tall friends, like, you reach the things up there and I'll reach the things down here and we'll all get along. So, back to Silver and Solo, she used a paid account. She had that extra edge that if you don't have a paid vidIQ account, you won't have. So it's important to remember that she wasn't flying solo on this one. She actually had some insane amount of help. Like, she had top level assistance in creating her YouTube videos. So let's keep that in mind. And I'm going to get an account and see what happens. I'm going to give it a whirl. The other thing to remember, that if you are looking to monetize your account, and this is what I have learned myself, but I've also heard it from other people, you kind of need to treat it like it's a full-time job. It's not something that you can just occasionally throw up a video and then be wondering why you're not monetized. There needs to be consistency, even if that's one video a week. If you're only doing one video a week, then use the video editing software, add all the extra stuff, take the time to make that the best video ever, and that will really help you along. I tend to post 4 or 5 times a week because I do tarot readings. I don't need a lot of video editing or anything like that. So I tend to devote my time to just creating more and more content as opposed to video editing and doing all the cuts and everything else like that. So if I was only posting once a week, then yeah, I would be doing that. And that maybe that would make a difference. I don't know, but um, I like to be, I just like to be putting stuff out every single day as much as I can. I don't know. That just feels good for me. But if you're just sort of dabbling and you're just treating it like a hobby or something, you're probably not going to see the results that people get if they treat it like a full-time job. It's also important to find balance. Like, don't feel the pressure to post daily if it doesn't work for you. The last few days, I think the last time I posted last week was on Thursday, and I didn't post Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And then Monday, I put a video of my son playing bagpipes for Remembrance Day. I just was so busy because I am a minister. Some of you know that. And I am the chaplain for a legion. So I had a very busy weekend preparing for the service on Monday, but then also my son being a bagpiper, we were running around all over the place for him to play at church service and parades and other services and stuff. So it was a gong show. Plus I was writing my script, making sure I had everything I needed. Craziness. So I didn't post essentially for 4 days. And then yesterday morning, I sat down and made 4 videos for this week, got them all scheduled, posted one, and then got the other 3 scheduled. So at least now I don't have to spend the rest of my week scrambling to create content. I can start focusing on other parts of my channel. But if you're feeling overwhelmed in your life, and then the thought of trying to keep up with YouTube and creating content has you really starting to panic, then just don't. Don't post on YouTube. This is your permission slip to say, I got to take a day off. It's okay. Even over those 4 days, I got tons of views, I got tons of watch hours, and my channel grew. I got more followers. In fact, I got almost 20 followers in those few days where I wasn't posting. So I would not panic about skipping a day or two if you need to. I knew for myself, I could have sat down and I could have created a ton of content to schedule and everything. But I just was like, you know what? The world can live without me for a few days, and that's okay. Because it is important to have fun with this and for this to be authentic. If you're not having fun and you're only posting with the intention of monetizing, people will feel that and it will be off-putting. They won't like it. So people can tell if you're having fun, people can tell if you're enjoying what you do, and that feels good for them. So if it's not fun, if it's feeling more stressful than fun, then take a couple days off. Your channel will be fine. It will grow. If you're not monetized yet, it's not like you're losing money by not, cranking out endless content. And I see people do that. Like what they'll do is they'll post a 3-hour video on a topic, and then they'll break it all up into other smaller videos and sort of point out the highlights and then post all of those too. There's tons of content. I post short videos. I don't know. And then I do shorts. So I would just say, make sure that, when you're doing this, I know we're trying to do this like as a career, as a job, to make money, to pay our bills and everything. But if you're not having fun, you might as well just go get a regular job and be miserable there. If this is too much pressure, if this is too much work and it's too stressful, just take some time off. It's okay. But if you are determined, and this is your main goal, is to get your channel monetized, you also need to be consistent, and you also need to be putting out content at least weekly, if not even maybe twice a week. So, I see people, when I first started my monetization journey, I had people telling me, oh yeah, I'm trying to monetize my channel too. We'd follow each other, and then they don't post anything. And I'm like, I thought you were trying to monetize your channel. Like, you got to post to grow. Like, that's it. But so it's about finding that balance between consistent posting and not burning yourself out, because I could be feeling very burnt out right now if I chose to. I just yesterday morning sat down, plowed through. I created 4 videos. I'm set for the week. And now I can sort of bring my stress level down and focus on other things in my life to get all caught up. And then I started creating a schedule of, like, on Saturdays, I create all my thumbnails. I record a bunch of videos on Sunday, and then I pop them all up through the week. And then I also have my videos that I record through the week, like my monetization video and things like that. And then anytime something exciting comes up in the world, if we had some really fascinating, interesting, Harry and Meghan news pop up, of course I'm going to jump on and do a reading on that. So anyway, some thoughts that I had for, your mental health and your your quest to grow here, they all have to go hand in hand. And we don't want a crisis for anybody, even though we are, some of us are quite determined to meet a goal here. It's also important to remember that the goal to monetization is hitting these numbers in a 1-year period. So of course there's people who are going to hit those numbers really fast. Some people do it in one video. I don't know how, but that, I've watched the video. I don't get it. It's not a video I would have watched, but certainly it did get monetized in one day. And I've seen other videos where someone's got 20 videos and they were monetized in a few weeks. And, but I think we got to look at it like we're going to commit a year to growing and getting to this goal. So there's not a huge amount of pressure to get there in 10 weeks. I know Solo and Silver did it, or Silver and Solo. I can't remember what her name is. But yeah, she did it in 10 weeks. But that's an outlier. If you don't understand what an outlier is, then go Google that. But that's an outlier. Most people take longer. Most people take months to get there. And I'm okay with that because I'm still having a lot of fun with it. So I'm going to give you my data, my stats for the last week. Today is actually November the 13th. I'm a day behind simply because of Remembrance Day. I wasn't here. I was busy away. And then yesterday was the 12th. And then I was getting everything all sorted out, ready for the week so that I could have a stress-free week. One stressful morning for a stress-free week. There we go. So my total subscribers as of 7 o'clock this morning on November 13th is 136. It has gone up since then. See, my subscribers go up every day, all day. So I'm good. I'm good with that. It's like on the weekends, they don't tend to go up too much, but through the week they do, because that's when I post my content. And that's when I pump my content out on Facebook and TikTok and other places like that. So 136. The last I checked a few minutes ago before I sat down was 138. So since 7 o'clock this morning, a couple more subscribers. I have 311.1 watch hours, which is kind of exciting. And let's just go back to the very, very beginning, October 1st, which is when I started my monetization journey. I did have my channel for 2 months where I was learning my way, figuring out how to film and post and everything else. But it was the 1st of October that I'm like, yep, now I'm committed to monetizing. I had 59 subscribers. I now have 138. And I had 35.4 watch hours. And now I have 311.1. So not too shabby for a month and a half, I think, for, somebody who really has no idea what they're doing. Like, let's be honest. And I have 10,580 total views. And that is... I started with 1,893. So that's a good, that's almost 8,000 more views in 6 weeks. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'll take it. I'm happy with it. Especially since I have, like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just a Gen Xer, mom, minister, tarot reader, just trying to have some fun. And I like attention. So I said that one of my coaches the other night, I said, no, I love applause. I love the attention. Just feed it to me and I'll be very, very happy. So, and I'm not ashamed of that. That is what gives me life, is some applause and attention. So, and see, I just looked the other way. I'm looking the wrong way. I'm looking as though my camera's up here. See, you can't even see, like, up here, but meanwhile, my camera's over here. So I have to remember to do that. Okay, so my little surprise at the end. My friend Caitlin, you'll see her in videos under Be a Fly on the Wall. Each month we do a long form podcast style video on a particular spiritual topic. For October, obviously, was Halloween and Samhain. Prior to that, we were looking at past lives and, all different stuff. We've teamed up again for December. And we are inviting all of you, all of our subscribers here on YouTube, to join us for a festive call. And it will take place around Yule. We're just sorting out the times. We actually have everything already planned. We went to dinner last week. We sat down, we hammered everything out that we want to include, exactly how it's going to go. And it will be on Zoom and it will not be recorded. So it is a one night only event. And so we're going to figure out the exact date and the time. So stay tuned for that, please. And keep an eye out. I will start popping that link into my videos going forward once we have the date sorted out. We just have to pick a date. And then I'll create a landing page and I'll put the link to that so that you will get an email with the Zoom link in it and all the information that you need for our festive Yule call. It is going to be an absolutely beautiful evening. I did it last year myself and we had so much fun. I had so much great feedback. There were 8 different topics that I talked about, all connected to the season, the holidays. There were the practicalities of the holidays, like dealing with grief. And there, we had a dance party. We all wore our festive sweaters. We talked about the art of receiving. We did a visualization. There's all kinds of things. So we're building on that for this year. Caitlin is now on board. And so we're going to be sharing that event together, her followers, my followers, and it's going to be a really wonderful evening. If you want me to make sure that you get that, please just pop your email into the comments, put your name and email address, and then I'll make sure that I add that to the list for you. So in case you're worried that you might miss the link later, just let me know. Just pop it into the comments and I'll make sure you get on the list. Alternatively, you can use my email or any of my links in the description. They're all there ready for you. And if you want to contact me that way with your name and email address, and then I will make sure that you get the link, the Zoom link. So you'll get a confirmation email and then you'll get the Zoom link as well closer to the time. We'll send out the Zoom link on the day of the event, but we will be sending out emails just to create some buzz and excitement and make sure that you're all set for our time together. So yay. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you have monetized your channel and you have some tips, please let us know. If you're seeing that we're doing something wrong, please tell us. Please tell us what to do. And if you are also working on monetizing your channel, please let me know in the comments as well so that we can subscribe to each other and cheer for each other along the way. Thank you for joining me here today. If you're an old friend, thanks for coming back. And if you're a new friend, I can't wait to get to know you. Have a magical day.